Welcome to Sachi's Archive. I'm Sachi, and thank you for joining me today. This is Minecraft Engineering Notebook Entry 004.2, where we'll be continuing to document the banking system, and it is Part 3C. This entry continues the exchange. We will document the Buy Diamonds button / command blocks. Before we begin, please check the description for this video's required dependencies. If you're following along and building this system yourself, now is a good time to pause the video, grab your engineering notebook and a pen or pencil, and get ready to document today's entry with me. If you find these notebook entries helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Let's get started.
Welcome back. Today, with the last video, we did buy gold. That was the fourth command area. Today, we are going to start with buy diamonds. So it is the fifth command area is a button, and it is called buy diamonds. We'll look in advanced settings. So we've already done sell gold, we did sell diamonds, we did sell netherite, and we did buy gold. Now the fifth command area is going to be buy diamonds button mode. And it's going to be set block and then the chords. And we are going to put a redstone block so it just touches the top one. Or whatever. It's the one that only touches the first command block. So this right here was buy gold. And so the first one was that we would replace that the redstone block that would come right here. We would replace that with air. And I think this is going to be buy diamonds. And it is. All right. So this is the line we're going to do. It is going to be a total of 9 command blocks. And the first command block, so this is where, right here, if we look at what we just did, and we do block position, I am setting that from the button, I'm going to set at 143.58, -791, a redstone block, and I'm going to replace it. I just put replace because it should be air. So the first actual commands block, so now we're going to command blocks in our notebook. The initial, I'm just going to do initial command block is going to be impulse, unconditional, and needs redstone. There's no delay in the command itself, so wherever your chords are, you are going to put those chords in for what you did for the button for the NPC, where we set the redstone block there. Now the first one is we are going to remove the redstone block by turning that area into air. We are going to replace this with air. Perfect. Now, I'm going to put down the phone real quick. I am going to set up, there's going to be a pair for each one of the seasons. So for season 1, and again, if you have already decided you're not going to do a season system, you could quite literally not have the set block in the button or the other set block for air replace. you could just put those 3 commands in Selene yourself. So here, you would, if for the buy diamonds, it wouldn't say the redstone block replace. It would just be this module that I'm giving you. So the 2 commands would work, and you could even put another command, tell raw, if you succeeded, tell them, money's deposited or whatever, if it was the same price all the year or all the time in your Minecraft world. If you have a set price to buy diamonds, then you would just need this, pair, this little module. But because I do have a season system, that's why I have 8. Why? Because there's 2 for each season. So on my notebook, I am going to set it up for command block 1, command block 2 for season 1. And then I'm going to do the same thing for season 2 and 3 and 4. So we will have 8 more command blocks, and they're pairs. All right, so now that my stuff's all written out, let's begin. So we've already done this one, the first one. Now, the second one is going to be a chain, unconditional, always active. Okay. And you can go, if you've done what I've done in my notebook where I already wrote out, like a pair and season 1, I'm going to go for the top of all the first ones for the seasons will be chain. So it will always be chain, unconditional, and always active. And I do write them down because I don't want to, even use the bandwidth for my brain when I'm building it. I just want to know. So, okay. So on the top of the pairs, they're always going to be this. Chain, unconditional, always active. Okay, so this first one, and of course there's no delay. This first one is going to be, now remember, we've been doing this for a long time. These are the chords that you have decided the player is going to be standing for the selector, is that player is standing in that area and has clicked on the NPC. So that is what the coordinates are, but it is going to be execute if score season Wellbridge matches, and this would be 1, run, give at P, and the chords that you want them to be at. And they must have this much money on their scoreboard. So 75. Are up. And we are going to give them, so if the player pressed the button and they're standing in the right area and they have enough money, we are going to give them 3 diamonds. Okay, just checking over everything. Perfect, perfect, perfect. The second one is going to be a chain. So all the second ones are going to be the same way. They're going to be a chain. They're going to be conditional. And they're also going to be always active. So you can go write that for the second command for each one of these modules. I'm so excited about this. We will have this done. And if I ever want to make it again, I have it all written out and how to do it. So I can be in the game, just have my notebook. And yeah, I'll have to write down whatever chords, the new chords, but for a different world, but that's it. All right, perfect. Okay, so for season 1, the second one is going to be scoreboard, players, remove, at that person standing there, who has the money, that amount of money. So first, unconditionally, we check, is it the season 1? If it's season 1 on that scoreboard, if season has a score of 1, we are going to give that player that has enough money 3 diamonds. And if that happens, because the next one is conditional, we will give that player, we are going to remove money from that player. We are going to remove the amount of money that we expected them to have, which is the second one would be make sure they definitely have more than that amount of money, and then you're going to remove that amount of money from their scoreboard or that score from their scoreboard. Now, this will also, you can do this even though you don't have conditional, it's going to check that. But you would have to, if you were going to do this in a command, like in a command area for your NPC, you would also have to do an execute score just to make sure it is still the season. You would have to, for example, you would have to do execute if score season Wellbridge matches 1, run scoreboard players remove at P, the rest of it, because if you were to put this into, I guess, the NPC, um, if you are only going to do maybe 2 seasons or 3 seasons, I don't know how you would have your worlds be. If you're not going to do that at all, you would just check, make sure they have the money. You gave them the diamond, then you took the money. Diamonds. All right, so moving on. Now we should be on season 2. So again, that's going to be chain, unconditional, always active. And this is going to be if it matches 2. So we're going to do an execute. So this is more expensive in season 2 to buy diamonds. All right, execute if score season Wellbridge matches 2. Run give at P. The coordinates R equals 2. Scores equals money equals 90. Diamond 3. Okay. This second one's going to be chain, conditional, and always active. And now we're going to remove that money after we gave it to them. Gave them the diamonds. Perfect. Scoreboard players remove at P. The courts R equals 2. Scores equals money equals 90. Money 90. Perfect. Moving on. So now we should be looking at season 3, chain, unconditional, always active. We are going to execute if the score season Wellbridge matches 3 now. So I'm basically rewriting everything down to the money score, except I'm changing what this season matches, right? And now I'm looking at the screen saying 105. So you need to have, so that's even more expensive. Season 3 fall is even more expensive. And I do believe that the most expensive will be winter. Okay, execute, run at P 140, 615, scores. Perfect. The second one, chain, conditional, always active. And now we are going to, we've given them the goods, we're going to take their money. Okay, scoreboard players remove at P, the chords R equals 2, scores equals money equals 105, and then money 105. Awesome, look how fast we're going. Okay, the last one is going to be a chain, unconditional and always active. 0 delay and ticks. We are going to do execute if score season matches 4, give at P money equals 150. So this is when it's most expensive in the winter. But you can also sell your diamonds for more in the winter too. Okay, execute if score season Wellbridge matches 4, run give at P 140, 64, negative 792, R equals 2, scores equals money equals 150, diamond 3. Perfect. Now the last one is going to be a chain, conditional, always active, and we are going to remove this money. Which is 150. All right, perfect. Scoreboard players remove at PX. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. All right, we did really good.
That concludes Minecraft Engineering Notebook Entry 004.2, the Exchange Part 3C of the Minecraft Banking System. The banking system continues in Entry 004.2, the Exchange Part 3D. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I hope this documentation helps you build your own banking system in Minecraft. If you found this entry helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to Sachi's Archive. I'm Sachi, and thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next entry.